Justice, then peace.
Yeah.
Accountability, then trust. Less than 10 years ago, this same thing happened. A little less than 10 years ago. It was in Uptown, 2013, a young black man was shot in the basement by police. And they ran with the narrative that they had taken one of his guns, that he had taken one of their guns. And you ran with it and we believed it. And when I saw it as a young man, a lot of people walked by and said, oh well. Yesterday, you ran with the piece that he had a loaded gun. And maybe he did. Maybe you have one right now. Who knows? That does not justify Amir Locke being killed in cold blood by the SWAT team, by the MPD, being signed off by the St. Paul Police Department, then being investigated by the BCA for Drew Evans, who worked with Mona Doman, who signed off on the killing of Winston Smith. All of this goes hand in hand.
That's right.
And it is absolutely unacceptable.
That's right.
It is unacceptable for a black man to be woken up in the middle of sleep with a no-knock warrant, and then for the rest of you say, well, the police announced themselves at the door, so that justifies it. That justifies nothing.
That's right.
You try waking up in the middle of sleep, being cognizant, and not thinking that there's a threat at the door. They went to 2 other apartments before they knocked on that door and then killed Amir recklessly like deputized cowboys. It is no different than Terrence Franklin. And it is the media's job, especially these major media news outlets. You have pension, you get health care, you just post a gun. And that somehow equals this young man deserved to die. When he wasn't even on the search warrant. Why were they there in the first place? Why is the mayor showing up huffing and puffing and shoulder shrugging and has no answers for anything? Why is Amelia Huffman taking no questions? Why can't these people be beholden to what we pay them for?
Yes. That's right.
They get paid by the city and they don't answer questions.
Right.
I know people that don't earn anything, that show up with a phone and live stream things. They pay to be here. And they will show you more truth than a lot of these people that are getting paid tax paid, that are getting paid by our taxes, and are getting paid by major news outlets.
That's right, yes.
The least you could do is better. Do better. Speak to the family. Speak to the family. Stop being a mouthpiece for the police. Propaganda is just propaganda. If you take the word of John Elder over somebody that was in the actual apartment, shame on you. It is humiliating to have this happen again in the place that was supposed to be the origin for an international movement. And you sit here and you normalize it. And the last thing I'll finish off on is what Ms. Matilda said. This is not normal.
That's right. That's right.
This isn't normal. And I know some of the brothers in the back here, we grew up seeing this as well. Where we were treated as disposable, we were treated as expendable, and you saw it from an early age. It didn't just happen in adulthood. You saw the way they treated us in the streets. You saw the way they treated your father. You saw the way they treated your grandfather. You saw the way they treated your uncle. You saw the way that they treated your big brother. You saw that, and you internalized that. That psychologically tells a whole city of black children they are expendable.
That's right.
And they are not.
That's right.
Because Amir Locke was not expendable.
That's right.
He was a son, he was a brother, he was a family member, he was a community member that was awoken before dawn and shot and killed. As if the SWAT team is all of a sudden a group of assassins, just a better funded gang. This is absolutely unacceptable. And we're demanding better from the major media outlets. We're demanding better from the mayor, more than shoulder shrugs and non-responses. We're demanding better from Amelia Huffman, more than not taking questions. You are getting paid. You are the leader of a police department. The least you can do is answer questions to the people that you are supposed to protect and serve, not go out on assassin runs for.
That's right.
You owe answers. We need to see the body cam footage. Mark Hanneman needs to be fired. That is the last person that needs to be on the job, parading through an apartment building, shooting shots, and going through the ceiling, checking on the people above where they killed Amir Locke, and then asking them if they're okay. Anybody that works in the military understands that you have to case the background. Clearly, Mark Hanneman did not. We demand that you do better. We demand the body cam footage. Justice, then peace.
Yeah.